You're watching Hyper, and DVD stands for Digital Versatile Disc. On level 4, we've got gaming goodness galore as we try our hand at insult sword fighting in Escape from Monkey Island. Discover the best strategy games of 2000, plus we take a camera behind the scenes at Hyper Magazine. But first, there's a battle being fought right here in Australia, the console wars.
The battle is on. Sony has released PS2, and very soon the other gaming giants will release their next generation consoles. But which one is right for you? PS2 became available to the Australian market at the end of November, and its advantages are clear. As well as being a gaming console, the PS2 is a DVD player with stacks of future potential.
Well, PlayStation 2 has USB ports and FireWire connectability, so that basically means that PlayStation 2 in the future will become the digital hub in the lounge room for all entertainment functionality for consumers. It'll be connectable to digital cameras, keyboards, anything digital will be able to connect to PlayStation 2. One of the most exciting things of PlayStation 2 is the Emotion Engine chip. The Emotion Engine chip has been developed to mimic the laws of physics and gravity so that when the player plays with games, they will experience an incredible lifelike interactivity with all the objects within the game.
Over at Nintendo, they've also got a new baby on the way. All we know is that the Nintendo GameCube is launching in Japan in July 2001 and promises more of the amazing games we expect from Nintendo in a new and powerful 128-bit environment. We've also heard about some cool new wireless peripherals, but Nintendo are keeping their cards pretty close to their chest. As soon as we know more, you'll be the first to know. And then there's Microsoft.
Really, we're focused on making sure we produce the most interactive, the most realistic games and give people a great game experience, whether they're playing on the PC or going to be playing on our new console Xbox. Really, our focus is expanding our approach to the games market. The PC market continues to be incredibly important for us. We're going to ship about 20 new titles this year, 3 or 4 new hardware devices. That's a great market that we think will continue to grow. But we also know that the console market in the home, playing in front of a TV with 2 or 3 people in more social, interactive action games is a big marketplace, and that's why we're moving into the market with Xbox. As we get Xbox shipped, you'll be able to play console games online in a broadband environment.
And let's not forget Sega.
The Dreamcast is the first 128-bit console, which means it processes better graphics, better visuals, better 3D visuals than any other console before it. The graphics are more realistic, the characters look better, the animations are better. It's the first console ever to come standard with internet access. Most gamers out there would probably know that Sega make the best games, and now that with Dreamcast they've got the platform to do that with. Also, they've got digital cameras coming out in the form of DreamEye, which is coming out probably mid-next year, that allows you to actually capture your picture in full motion video and send it across the internet to another person. So if you've got 2 people with Dreamcasts on the other side of Australia, you'll be able to send full motion video across the internet of each other talking to each other.
As head-spinning as all the new features are, the real winner in the battle of the consoles will be the one that offers the best games, and that's up to you to decide.
Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the monkeys.
Guybrush! Stop daydreaming and make yourself useful!
Now, who would have thought that pirates, primates, and pretzels would make for an interesting game? Well, Escape from Monkey Island, the 4th in the Monkey Island series for PC, has just washed up on Aussie shores, and it has all this and more. This is slapstick adventuring at its best, full of brain-teasing puzzles and more monkeys than you can throw a banana at. Our beloved hero, Guybrush Threepwood, is off on another crazy adventure through the Caribbean to find a mysterious treasure, the ultimate insult. You see, many problems in Monkey Island can be solved by challenging your opponent to a round of insult sword fighting. The bad guy, an Australian named Aussie Mandrill, is confusing the locals with his Aussie slang and winning all the insult fights.
You smell worse than a dunny budgie.
I'm what?
As Guybrush, it's up to you to find this ultimate insult and put a stop to him for good. To complete your quest, you'll have to tackle a variety of bizarre and wonderful puzzles that require you to carry around strange objects in your pants.
That's the second biggest duck I've ever had in my pants.
The solutions are pretty off the wall, just like the hilarious conversations.
You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
I'm shocked that you've never gazed at your wife.
Puzzle-solving adventuring on the PC doesn't get much better than this. Escape from Monkey Island is an instant classic.
Goodbye, cruel adventure game. Forget it.
is Elliot. Elliot works at Hyper, and Elliot is going to show us just what it takes to make Australia's #1 multi-format gaming magazine.
Come with me. Hi Cam, what are you doing?
Troubleshooting. As always.
We're always troubleshooting here at Hyper. The wonderful land of gaming. Games everywhere. We sit here, play the games. You can see down here, we've got all our consoles. And here we've got stacks of competition entries that we get from our readers. But now it's time to write a review. So what do you think, Cam? How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. This is going to be an awesome party game.
What are the graphics like?
Magnifique. Very nice.
You see, we sit down and we play the games for a while, see what the gameplay is like, see what the visuals are like, sound. Then we eventually come up with a score. What are you thinking, Cam?
I'm thinking kind of mid-80s.
Well, I'm the art director for Hyper, and I'm just laying out the latest Time Splitters review. That's on PlayStation 2. I'm just importing some text and putting the pictures in, making it all look nice.
We're here at Hyperactive, Hyper's website. This is Ryan, this is Zach. Ryan, show us what you're doing.
Basically, Elliot, I've just done a review on Metal Gear Solid, so we write that up in Word. Then I go into this HTML program and code it so it's ready for the web, and then we upload it to the finished product there, Hyperactive.
I'm working on our cheats database where users send in their cheats and we process them, and eventually they get on the site and you'll be able to get to any level you want on Tony Hawk 2.
Now let's see. Playing games all day, talking games all day, and writing about games all day. Think you could handle the Hyper?
How bad could it be, Pat?
Not bad at all. Red Alert 2 has made it into Hyper's top 3 strategy games of 2000.
Ground troops pushing up through Mexico.
What's going on over there, Alex?
Why, Mr. President, whatever do you mean?
The recently released Red Alert 2 has been a long time coming. About 3 years, in fact, but it's been worth the wait. This time, the Soviets are invading the USA, and you can choose to command either side in this war of all wars. It's good solid strategy gaming alright, but not good enough to snatch our top award.
Location confirmed.
Another new title is Starship Troopers, a 3D real-time strategy game that pits you against the hordes of unstoppable bugs we see getting squished all the time in the Starship Troopers TV show. It's great for fans of futuristic cockroaches, with plenty of challenging scenarios on offer, but if there's been one strategy game this year that knocked us off our feet, Starship Troopers wasn't it. Hyper's pick for best strategy game of 2000 would have to be Dark Reign 2 on PC. Real-time strategy in true 3D has been successful in only a handful of titles, and Dark Reign 2 tops all contenders with its combination of eye-poppingly sweet visuals and a clean, slick interface for maximum control.
Wait a minute, I'm getting...
Set on Earth in the 26th century, the world is ruled by the iron-fisted Jovian Detention Authority, and everyone else lives out in the toxic wastelands. There's a bitter struggle here to be decided, and that's where you come in.
Strike Force, they still need you at that command center. They're taking heavy fire.
The interface is great, with pop-up info in mouse overs and some very handy building and squad managers to keep you help track of what's happening. The enemy AI isn't faultless, but it's certainly good enough to give any strategy freak a run for their money. Dark Reign 2 reigns supreme.
Destroyed.
Coming up on Hyper, we check out the funky peripherals that take gaming to a new level. We've also got the best fighting games of 2000. Speaking of which, what was the game that started the one-on-one fighting craze in the first place? Was it Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter 2, or Fist of Legend? Stay tuned, because the answer's coming up on level 5.
Hyper, jump back full of gaming goodness.